as a child I didn't want to be anything. I never thought about it. I kind of started when I was 17, 16, during GCSEs, so that kind of was just my hobby. I never actually thought of this as a career in itself. That kind of just came naturally. But I didn't have time to think of anything, you know, but I think if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be a stripper. You know, all I can remember is I left high school and then I had a bit of money saved up, so I bought a camera, which is a Canon 450D with just a standard lens. And I just was taking photos. I took photos of friends. I remember we would dress up. I was always interested in every aspect of it. I wasn't just interested in the photography. In fact, the photography in the beginning was more just to prove what we had created, to keep like a recollection of it. So that's kind of how it started, and then I took it more seriously and started, you know, meeting people, meeting models, you know, online and stuff, just normal people who were pretty, and I would take photos of them. And then I went to New York and I just walked into the agencies with photos that I took of friends and people who were, you know, pretty people, and they started giving me models, and that was it. And then my agent, Jed Root, contacted me and we were chatting on Facebook, and then we met up after a while of talking, and pretty much straight away just took me on and made it happen. London, I feel, I don't know, I love the people on the streets. I can walk around on the streets and I see interesting people. I love somebody who has no boundaries and can dress up and just be themselves, and I think London offers that. You know, there's, you know, New York, and that's amazing. People really appreciate you, and I don't know, it's just, I'm British, I'm fully British, so I feel at home here. I think I always will. But then I love other, I don't know, every city's different, but London I can relate to a lot. I don't really know. It's not in anything in particular. It really depends of what's going on around me. It can be, you know, it could be anything. Absolutely anything. And mainly people. I'm really interested by people and their personalities. You know, I love to get to know someone. Before I start shooting, I remember when I did test shoots in the beginning, I would spend at least an hour just having a cigarette and chatting with the model that I'd never met before, because I wanted to know about them. So I think it's really interesting for me to know that person. I don't just like to stand there without knowing someone and take photos. I think it's a really personal connection that you have with someone. So I like to, at that moment, believe that we're best friends. So I can just be myself and they can be themselves. So that's where my inspiration comes from, the person I'm with. Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky that I can be around, you know, these amazing people at my age, because we're all the same age, you know, so I can relate to a lot of models, you know, because we have the same interests and we do the same things. So that's definitely helped. So yeah, my secret would be that I just treat everybody like my friend. Definitely, I think, you know, is it, I don't know, I like to be involved in a sense of not that I want to give everybody my opinion, and I think that's an opinion. I like to be involved as I love to hear other people's opinions, because I love to hear other people's ideas. I find it fascinating, you know, how, I don't know, you can go in there completely blind, but then it can happen just from a bunch of people getting together. It all just comes together, and I think that's how I like to be involved. I don't just want people to do their own thing behind a closed door. I like to see it. I like to be a part of it. Definitely, I think, yeah, I love to, I don't know, you know, when I dress up, when I see these girls and these boys and these just normal people dressing up in these clothes, I understand what they're going through, because when I dress up in those clothes, I feel amazing. So I think I don't know, I think there's definitely some kind of connection, and hopefully they get some kind of vibe off me that they feel confident. I mean, that's what I want, you know, people should feel sexy and confident, so hopefully, yeah, there's a relation there. I would love to get my hands on Rihanna. 100%. I think she's sexy. I think she has no boundaries. I don't know. I think my style and her together would be pretty hot. I feel like she would just go all out. I imagine that she's would love to get involved. I think she is. I don't know. I just seen her latest GQ cover and she's naked on the cover, and I don't know, with just a leather jacket hanging off her shoulders. I think that's pretty amazing. I don't know. I love someone who is confident, and to me, she looks like she's really confident with who she is, and I think it'd be incredible. I mean, I'm not really a colourful person, I guess you could say. So there's just something about it. To me, it's timeless. You know, it's just personal. I personally love black and white photos. It's nothing in particular. It's just about the whole vibe of a black and white photo. It affects me a lot more than a colour photo. Like, I feel something for it. I wouldn't say influence. I mean, I appreciate so many people's photos. I appreciate people that haven't even been, people that send me work through email. I appreciate the fact that someone has gone through that process and they are so excited by it, they want to share it. I appreciate that completely. So there's not a particular photographer that I would look at the work and be like, oh my god, that's amazing. I think there's always so many people creating something beautiful, so I appreciate that. And I couldn't list more than 5 photographers. I look like I'm so fashion, but I really actually just live in my own bubble. I like to go in there with an open mind. I've never really followed the rules. I don't really like to, limit myself to one idea, so I don't really think about it. I honestly just turn up, and once I see clothes, once I see my friends, like hair and makeup guys, once I see the subject, the thoughts really just come there. I don't think about it too much. That's just how I like to do it, and that's where I feel better doing it. It is, a lot of the time I'm sat in a car or I'm at home, and I love to talk. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. So Twitter and things is just something that connects me with other people in the world. Interesting people, and I love to share what I'm doing. I love to see what other people are doing. So it's really important for me to do that. Because I know it's exciting. I'm excited by everything. And that's why I love doing Twitter, and I love people, and they always write the sweetest things, and I love replying to them. Yeah, it's fun because then I know people in every country, and I love that. I would describe myself as healthy, eccentric, and fun. Definitely fun. Yeah. I'm not wearing any underwear. Yeah, definitely. I think everybody is. Everybody has a demon inside of them. In a good way. In a sexy way. Yeah. I'm a demon.